Hello, friends. Welcome again to Tuesday Lenten Devotional. And here during the season of Lent, I'm coming to you on Tuesday and Thursday mornings the plan is at 10 a.m. for less than 5 minutes of a devotion. So this is my pledge to you on less than 5 minutes. So far I've kept my kept my promise. Um, so I was thinking about when this is going to make me sound like I'm some incredible world traveler, and I'm not. I'm not. I almost never get out of Spokane County. But it was 2013. I was in England, and I'd met this guy, and while I was there on the trip, I got the news that had applied for a grant for a sabbatical for the next year, and I got the news that the grant was funded, and part of that was to go to Rome. And I was talking with this guy in England, and he said, "Oh, you got to go to the Capuchin crypt." And I'm like, "Okay, what's that?" And so he told me about it. And so the first day I was in Rome the next year in 2014, I traveled through the night and all that and sleepy eyed, but wanted to do something. And so I was like, all right, let's find this place and go to it. So it's the lower level of this church, this Capuchin, that's run by Capuchin priests, and the crypt, the lower level, is decorated with, let me get this right, the bones of 4,000 monks who died between 1528 and 1870, and they're decorated. I thought about showing you pictures, and I'm like, now you don't want to look at dead people, but skulls decorated and bones and things, and then there's some full skeletons and monks' robes, and it's strangely beautifully done, if it can be. But I remember at the beginning, as you go through there, it has this sign in several different languages, and the English said something along the lines of, as you are now, we once were, as we are now, you will be. And it's kind of the point of like, hey, this is where your life is headed, is you're going to become like this. And I think about, there are truths that we don't acknowledge. And I sometimes get a little frustrated with, like denominational meetings and things, because I think there's truths that people don't want to acknowledge. But that's true in our personal life too. And here's the personal truth that most of us don't acknowledge. You will die. There is an appointment with the undertaker for you. and I can say that with a smile. Sometimes it's helpful to laugh at the challenging things in life. But it's true. I mean, that's just part of the deal, is you're going to die. And the physical life that you experience now has an ending point. Now, of course, as Christians, we point to, though we die, yet we live, and death wears thy sting, and all of those verses that say, hey, that we look to that not in resignation, but in hope. But I want to pull up to you a passage from the Psalms. Psalm 103, this is talking about God. Like a parent feels compassion for their children, that's how the Lord feels compassion for those who honor him. Because God knows what we're made of, God remembers we're just dust. And that's pointing to the Genesis account that Adam from the earth, made from the earth. And so, and we hear that on Ash Wednesday, you are dust and to dust you shall return. But it points to that, okay, God has compassion for us, understanding that. And it seems to me, if God has compassion for us, understanding the limits of our earthly existence, then shouldn't we have compassion for ourselves and each other too? I mean, if we live with limits on our lives, shouldn't we be kind to each other and kind to ourselves, understanding that? So here's my Lenten discipline for you today: to be kind to yourself, to be kind to the people you meet, understanding that our lives are temporary. So go and live the life that you have today, knowing it's not forever, and be kind to yourself and others as you do so. So peace to you all. Thanks for being with me. Bye-bye now.